Jackpot City, a whole world of casino games. 18 plus. Please play responsibly. This is not a gambling website.
It's late. I should go. I have class tomorrow. I know I've been drinking, but I don't want to take the bus alone. I think I'm okay to drive. My car's outside. Maybe I'll just... Safety concerns discourage women from taking public transportation after drinking instead of driving. Hey, Jesse, we've both been drinking. Let's share a cab. You can crash at my place. Drunk driving is a woman's issue, too. Learn how to reduce the risk and change the conversation.ca.
680 News time, 726, time for the 680 News Business Report.
I'm Stuart McGinn. It's been the most common topic of conversation for nearly a year, COVID-19. And as vaccines continue to be rolled out across the world, scientists are looking at the psychological challenges that are arising throughout this process. To dive into this, I spoke with Kelly Peters, a psychology investigator and the CEO of BE Works.
It's incredibly taxing for our society to be managing this pandemic. It's the first in our lifetimes. It's not like something that we've had prior experience with. Everyone's scrambling to try to figure out what the appropriate public policy response is, how our lives are impacted.
Companies researching one of the standout points related to vaccines is the belief in acceptance of conspiracy theories.
10% of people do believe in conspiracies, and that is ideas.
Do
like
believe in
there
conspiracies.
are,
No,
nanobots
conspiracies, not the key
in
word, you
the
fucking
vaccines that are
retard.
going to be used by
There's someone who's going to use
5G
psychology
powers
against you, and
to
you're going to be too
then
stupid to
do
know it. No, the word was theories. Theories, the active
Canadians
word.
have about the vaccine, leaving them unsure about
A
getting it.
conspiracy
Peters says
refers
part
to
of
a
the struggle
crime.
there is a
It
growing
does not
distrust
refer
in
to something
factual
that is real.
information.
It
We
refers
ask
to a crime.
people if you are confronted with information or evidence that's different than what you believe, would you be willing to update
They
your
all
beliefs?
said yes,
There are a
you
number of
fucking
people who
idiot.
said no. You know, evidence is a subjective thing. If we can't agree
No,
on
no.
truth
See, you
is,
didn't wait your
instead
study
guide us to
correctly. There's no
high-quality
way.
evidence,
Why would you ask that
then
question?
we have a problem.
On top of these issues, Peter
Do
says
you
it shows
believe
the
in things that aren't
government's
true?
general
Would you be
advertisements
willing to
for vaccines might
change
not
what
be
you
efficient
believe?
because, well, most of
Those
us know it's
questions, no way
coming.
you
Other
can
questions haven't been answered.
I think the group that's probably the most important for us to address is the folks who are hesitant because of the conspiracies and the misinformation.
What did I say?
That's Kelly Peters, a psychology
Black
investigator
people's-
and the CEO of
there's an
business
apostrophe
management
there.
consultant firm
Vaccine
BE Works.
hesitancy.
And at the
We
business
have
forum,
to.
Stuart McGinn.
Remember, they tried for a week straight. We're going to counter this black people's hesitancy. Some people have this hesitancy, you know, the hesitancy that we were talking about last week is black people's, you know, but we can't call it that now, you know. Because they believe in conspiracies. No, you meant theories. The problem is, in our case, those conspiracies happened. They fucking happened. There's no mistrust. If you inject me with a fucking disease, and I don't let you inject me ever again, that's not mistrust. And that happened. And I'm not going over it over and over. So every feed I was listening to turned to shit at the same time. Oh, but I found out that so I've got the 3 shelves. It says 2,000 pounds per shelf, but I don't think that's the total for the whole unit. I forget what the total for the whole unit is. This one says 1,500 times 4 shelves. It's the same 6,000 pounds. No, but I want these ones because they're black. These ones are red. Now I want I got red with black racks. Now I want black with whatever, the shiny, unpainted racks. It'll probably be painted anyway. The pictures of this one, the racks.
So this is our COVID vaccine command centre. But it's clear that anti-vaccine conspiracy theories and fake news on social media are taking hold.
Building a grassroots network of trusted activists to work with communities.
The term conspiracy theories was coined by the CIA while they were committing these crimes. Conspiracies.
I was in bed for nearly 10 minutes. If I don't take the vaccine now, I'll get it again, I won't be here.
Coronavirus Frontline, the search for a vaccine at bbcworldservice.com/documentaries. In November 2019, James Lemessurier was found dead in Istanbul. He was an ex-British Army officer who helped set up the White Helmets,
Syrians trained to rescue civilians in the aftermath of bomb attacks. But some people believe the White Helmets organization is fake, part of the greatest hoax in history, and that James LeMessurier was the British agent pulling their strings. And this is where you're going to tell us what's real and what's not real. Join me, Chloe Hadjimatheou, as pressure builds up in episode 13 of Mayday after the news.
And notice how the onus is always on us. Why are you questioning us? Why are you questioning the version of events we told you that we've changed 4 times? You must concede and believe what we tell you.
Available in the United States.
Why?
Following those from
Pfizer
so
obsessed with what I believe?
First shipments of the
and I know this is fact because I don't walk around telling people what I think. They walk up to me.
A senior German immunologist has said he believes Germany will soon reverse its earlier decision not to
empoisonner les sols de l'île pour des centaines d'années, ainsi que ceux de la Guadeloupe voisine. Plusieurs milliers de personnes sont descendues dans la rue pour dire non à la menace de prescription dans ce dossier. Il y avait entre 10 et 15 000 manifestants selon les organisateurs, 5 000 selon la police. L'ambassadeur birman à l'ONU, démis de ses fonctions par la junte militaire au pouvoir en Birmanie. Avant-hier, Kyo Motoun s'était spectaculairement opposé au coup d'État militaire dans son pays. Face à l'Assemblée générale des Nations Unies, il avait notamment conclu son discours les 3 doigts.
To the UNICEF Global Supply Hub, home to the largest humanitarian warehouse in the world. We support children and their families around the globe.
A place where you store stuff up until the value goes up enough that you can afford to ship it to the retail. Wow.
Located in the northern harbor of Copenhagen, Denmark.
The largest humanitarian warehouse.
More than 20,000.
You are fucking stupid.
Way you cannot destroy it, and it is secure. And for that reason, it is all of a sudden becoming the psyche of people as a new store of value. And because it's got a limited supply, all of a sudden it's a supply and demand asset. And that's where I find it fascinating. Now, it's what it spawned also was Ethereum, which is a much bigger technology platform and opportunity. But for Bitcoin, it has become a supply and demand store of value asset today. And that's why people are looking at it.
Yeah, I think it was Michael Graham, one of our analysts who was on the show a few weeks ago, and I read about this a couple of years ago. The perceived individual who germinated the concept of Bitcoin, but they weren't even sure if that individual was a real individual. But I understand that there was some communication.
Romantic, it didn't exist. It just proved itself into existence.
Of individuals. I think they met
some fucking method programmer
took a walk and basically sat around and discussed how this would be created, who would govern it, supply, demand, potential opportunities, risk to governments, and came together. And all of a sudden, here we are.
You realize these are not.
I continue to scratch my head. I mentioned this to Jack a number of times.
Basically got a library card system.
A producer at CP24 when I was doing my CP24 days.
I borrowed that book for a little while if I give you my card.
$500. He bought some, and I'm wondering if he hung on to it. I haven't seen the fellow in about 5-6 years, but what a smart cookie. He was certainly on the edge of something. Of course, back then, it was all about the deep web, and that was the purpose, was dealing with the mob and buying hitmen. But that's not the case anymore, my good friends. Nope. Indeed. He was Hi-Fi Radio, really speaks more responsibly. An innovator, a pioneer, Purpose Investments. He's the founder of the company. And
all this is theorized. In fact, it's a conspiracy theory.
Trifecta.
It wasn't an individual.
One of them is a Canadian hedge product. Very simple to purchase by the looks of things, liquid, efficient, and easy to do.
It's not any of those
things.
More
show about money on Hi-Fi Radio, Global News Radio, 640 Toronto.
Don't go anywhere. There's more great show after this. You're listening to Hi-Fi Radio from Global News Radio, 640 Toronto.
You are listening to a paid commercial program. Unless otherwise identified, the guests on the program are employees of or otherwise represent the advertiser. The opinions expressed therein are those of the advertiser and do not necessarily reflect the views and policies of Global News Radio 640 Toronto.
Not that was an advertisement. How do these people fuck up tense? And the language they claim is the supreme of languages, and it's got this standard to be held.
And quality needed. Our dispatch of goods follows the same principles.
As useful as the people who made this phone.
That attract until delivery. The kit packing lines are staffed by highly trained and experienced warehouse operators.
Why warehouses? That makes no sense. Where else are you going to store up all the stuff you're supposed to be distributing immediately? Fucking idiot.
A range of tools make the warehouse staff's work easier and more efficient, including vacuum lifts, palletizer robots, and
vacuum lifts and pallets. You need robots.
The monorail is at
we
the
need $120,000 piece of equipment for no reason.
In and out of storage and on and off the entire system.
How many forklifts you got? You need a robot.
Directed by a computer, the monorail picks up a certain pallet and delivers it to another location in the warehouse.
I understand how you got so much
This is a
static
fully
on this.
automated high-bay storage area.
Qu'on peut appeler d'américanisation d'un certain nombre de zones de la société française, avec des phénomènes de violence entre jeunes qui tendent à se multiplier pour des motifs multiples et variés en l'occurrence. Par contre, est-ce que c'est un problème de moyens? Vraisemblablement, mais problèmes de moyens qui ne sont pas seulement des problèmes d'encadrement social, aussi des problèmes de moyens en termes de contrôle, de présence policière sur le terrain, des problèmes aussi qui sont liés vraisemblablement à des problèmes d'éducation. Tout un ensemble de paramètres viennent expliquer ce type de situation. Par contre, ce qui est sûr, c'est que il y a une forme de halo qui est en train de se développer à travers finalement des événements qui sont très hétérogènes d'ailleurs, vous avez raison de le rappeler, qui ne ressemblent pas les uns aux autres, mais en tout cas il y a ce halo qui se développe dans l'opinion publique manifestement, où il y a cette montée en tout cas de la sécurité, cette montée de la violence qui vient d'une certaine manière là aussi frapper de manière très forte le mandat d'Emmanuel Macron, parce que c'était un sujet qui n'était pas finalement un sujet qui était fortement construit dans son logiciel
Emmanuel
politique.
Macron qui se rendra d'ailleurs en Seine-Saint-Denis lundi, normalement sur un déplacement sur le thème de l'emploi des jeunes, sans doute aura-t-il à s'exprimer sur le sujet. Michel Faux, Gérald Darmanin s'est rendu sur place. Il a pointé la responsabilité des parents.
We've been waiting so long for this. My dad's been at home and quarantined for many, many months now.
The Ontario Liberal leader says he's happy public health units are taking it upon themselves to do the vaccine rollout.
I live here in York Region, and I was chatting with my dad, who is in his 80s this morning, and I confirmed for him he'll be able to go to York's virtual portal this coming Monday.
As of right now, you can't make an appointment with the THP. There are a limited number of vaccinations, so they are making those appointments directly, including with those who are above the age of 80 and are actually at the hospital right now. But they are currently working on launching their online booking system, which should be ready in a few days. Malika Sheikh, City News.
680 News is working for you to get answers to any questions you have about COVID-19. Toronto's Associate Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Vanita Dubé, joined the 680 News web team for a question and answer session.
Is the COVID-19 vaccine safe to take for those with autoimmune diseases?
Yeah, I think it's worth clarifying that it is safe. If you have an autoimmune condition, it is safe. It's just that we don't know if the vaccine is going to work as well in you. And so that's why we talk about that.
Oh, so it won't cause any sickling at all because you say so.
Actually studying at people who have autoimmune conditions, but it's not considered to be unsafe. It's just how well is the vaccine going to work? Do we need to time
Remember, all these people that are getting sick and dropping dead, if we give it to more people, those first dead ones will just go away. So it hasn't been proved to be bad yet. If we give it to enough people, that will make it go away and it won't be bad anymore. This is what they're telling us, one story after another. And I need to go get the vaccine so they don't get sick because of the variants. Remember, you spitting in my face, I survived, but what gets put out is a variant. It's not the same fucking virus that I got infected with because I'm immunocompromised, and they keep turning off the air to the building. That's hilarious. And so you can't, you have to hold your breath for 3 minutes straight to get in and out, at least, in order to fucking not be sucking in what some other asshole just coughed into the air. They're all walking around with no mask, or they're blowing out through their nose or whatever. Fucking retarded shit. And these people vilified me because I have an autoimmune disorder that they think I'll make them sick. Right, so 30 people die and nobody cares. Which brings you to the point of why I'm smoking so much. Why I'm smoking so much weed right now. I need to clear all this shit out my sinuses and lungs again. Every fucking time I go through the door this afternoon. And there's no air supply to the fucking building. They purposely made holes in the fucking walls Like the third fucking time I've dealt with this. So that jackass next door in a vacant apartment is like no construction on this side, and every day bringing a fucking garbage can in and out with no garbage. For 6 fucking months, every day bringing the gigantic wheel bin with garbage in and out, with nothing to bring in and out. Right. Every fucking day, until I comment on that on this video. Until I comment on that in this video stream, and then no more garbage bin. If I can find the fan, I'll put the 70. I've got a 50 cubic foot per minute fan. If I put the 75, it'll suck enough air through. This is generational of us having to spend more money to stay alive. It's that simple. That's why these royal bloodlines insist on money. It's expensive to stay alive. So my weed would last about twice as long if I wasn't being exposed to this shit. I could feel it all over my nose and shit.
I can sip all this all night. I can sip on 40s. I can sip all this all night. Pull up on your block, roll up easy. Chilling with the homies makes it easier.
And it's why I'm smoking some.
I can sip on 40s. I can sip all this all night. I can sip on 40s. I can sip all this all night. All night.
Oh, this has been going on for years. I've been telling doctors. If they ask me what's going on, if I tell them somebody spit in my face or something, maybe I should quit smoking. Maybe it's your address. My address.
I just came out of the womb. Need to be speaking my truth. You never stepped in my shoes. Yo, I'm pulling up in a fume. Niggas don't know what to do.
Mad when the people they try to make sick don't get sick, and the people they try to blame are the ones that get sick. It's normal to take 2.5 minutes to play a song. Yep, keep it up. Keep it up.